What else? I heard somebody say green. Green. Okay. What else does it look like?
Flower.
Sun.
But it's a weed. It looks like a sun. I heard somebody say sun.
Yeah, because it has yellow.
Yeah. What else? Is the stem skinny? Is it fat? Is it thick? Wiry? Sort of a skinny stem.
Kind of skinny.
Yeah. Is it long or short?
Some of them are longer and some of them are shorter.
But yours, you're looking at yours in particular. Is your stem long or short?
One of mine's
It's
long.
bendy, so right bendy. Right? Is it long? Is it short? See, we got yellow and we got green. Is yellow the only color that you see on yours?
Oh no, underneath it.
Okay, yeah, underneath your flower, what color do you have there? The flowering head?
Brown.
Dark green, dark green, brown. Some of you will probably have brown. Okay, so when you write the color, you need to tell where it was. Don't just write brown. Put brown under what?
Brown under the flower.
Under the flowering head, right? And green stem. And or thick or thin stem. Make sure you're being very specific about what you're identifying looks like what, right? Because if you handed this chart to somebody else and they've never seen a dandelion, you want to make sure that your look category describes it so that they can picture it or recognize it if they went out in their yard, right? If we were making a survival's guide to flower picking or weed identification, we need to make sure it's very specific so somebody could identify it if they've never seen it. What else do we have in the look on yours? Any other colors? Okay, so the next thing you want to do is, let's think about texture. What does texture mean? The feel, yeah, the feel of something. So now, you have to figure out the texture of it. What we did for look, you're going to do for texture. And that means every part of it. You need to feel it. You might want to pull on it, bend it, see how it feels.
Yeah, I was thinking of a flower or something. Like if this was big enough for like a pillow. Oh, that's what that
It's super soft, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fluffy and soft?
Fluffy.
Yeah, fluffy and soft on the flower head. What else do you notice about it? Is the stem soft?
No.
No?
Mine's broken.
Yours is broken?
It's like,
Yeah.
it's not mushy, but it's
It's
kind of hard.
So it's like there's some firmness there?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not mushy, it's kind of hard, there's some firmness. I know you love your flower. It's a beautiful flower that you have there, right?
Mhm.
But to really understand the texture of all the parts of it, what's something you may have to do to your flower?
apart.
You might have to pull it apart. Yeah. Don't be sad. We have more if you want to keep one. So I would recommend maybe you, like, look, this one I have here, the flower isn't open. So how would you like to feel this in comparison to yours? I wonder how it feels different, right? If it's not open, how do you think this flower head feels? What would you guess?
It's pretty
Little
firm.
rough.
A little rough, yeah? It's pretty what? Firm. It is pretty firm. But if I were to pull it apart, what do you think I get on the inside when I feel it?
Soft.
Yeah, it is soft on the inside. It almost feels like fur. Or like,
Yeah, it does.
it's very bizarre how it feels, right? So when you're describing texture, make sure you talk about the feel of it, how it gives. If you're breaking the stem, how hard is it to break? I mean, mine just bent, but it didn't break. What do I have to do to actually break it? Gotta pull it hard. If I want to open the stem up and see what's inside,
Feel it.
do you peel it? What does the texture change to on the inside? It is liquidy. It's kind of gooey on the inside, just a little bit on mine. It may not be gooey on the inside on yours. So if you tear yours up and you want another one, you can always have another one. So think about that. And then the next thing, obviously, once you've torn it apart, your hands are going to smell. So you can smell your hands after you've torn it apart and try to describe that smell.
I can't smell anything.
You can't smell anything? Oh. Also, you can smell your flower, the flower head. and the parts to see what it smells like. Like to me, when I smell this green, it does smell like grass, doesn't it? It's like got a grass smell.
So you want to put grassy smell?
Grassy smell, yeah. But when my fingers, where I tore it open, they smell more like dirt, like musty. They don't have that fresh, more grassy smell. You know what a like damp basement smells like? Have you ever smelled that? Or like underneath the house, how it smells kind of damp when in the crawl space? That's what my phone's smelling right now from pulling this apart. And then smell the flowers.
It almost smells like bugs.
Like bugs?
Like insects.
Pollen?
Yeah.
Like yeah.
What did you say?
You can't smell that.
You can't smell it? Is your nose stopped up?
No, I just can't. I have my flavor, like my smell and my taste
Mine
haven't
either.
came back.
Oh, did you have the COVIDs?
Oh yeah, like.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, I guess you can't smell. Somebody
But it's
describe
been
the
like
smell.
6 months.
My husband still hasn't come back yet either, and it's been since January.
Does pollen have a smell?
I ain't had a COVID.
Does pollen have a smell? That's a good question.
Yes.
Yeah, that is a good
I
question.
feel like
Torment.
it might, but I don't know if I could describe it.
It's kind of greenish yellow.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have. I don't think it has a smell to it.
Yeah.
You can't smell it, you have to smell it.
Okay, so continue documenting your findings. I want to know everything that you can figure out about this dandelion from taste. No, don't taste it. I'm just kidding. Look, texture, smell. And I'm going to pass out to everybody a little handout that gives you some additional notes. And I want you to think about those additional notes and add them to your chart as you think they are, as you think they matter. And then we have some additional dandelions over here that have our roots and our leaves attached to them. So we'll need to think about how to add that to our description, and we'll just draw a line in our chart and add that to our description separately, okay?